Welcome to the Blxxk Anime Podcast.
You see me dead, do you? Well then. Go on.
She all about that ass. That's slice of life.
Like I love Naruto. I grew up on Naruto. But like, it'll be crazy for me. It's like I just always compared anime to Naruto.
You are now tuned into the Blxxk Anime Podcast.
Not the same.
Bro, that nigga was strong. He just got caught up by that.
Emma is Naruto.
Not the same, bro. Not even close.
I'm afraid he got
even killed him.
You are now tuned in to the Blxxk Anime Podcast.
This is the end of the road. Afro Samurai.
What's good, everybody? I want to welcome y'all to another glorious episode of the Blxxk Anime Podcast, when we talk about anime, manga, webtoons, culture, all that and more.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You got your main man here, Aaron, aka the Lost Homie, aka the Anime Anthology. And you got your girl here. Go ahead.
It's your girl, Bruni, aka I forgot.
You forgot?
AKA the Tiny Giant.
There we go.
AKA the baddest bitch on the podcast.
How you forget that?
Look, Aaron, I'm going through a lot, okay?
Very good.
It is what it is.
Oh my gosh. But it's Black Anime Week, and it's the end of Black Anime Week. And I love that, Black Anime Week is ending on a new season of anime, because I love new anime. I love it to death. New anime makes me happy, makes my heart flutter. Oh yeah. And this season has so much freaking anime, it's ridiculous.
It does.
It has entirely too much, but I've been yelled at, so we can't talk about it too much. We can't talk about everything.
Listen, everyone, Aaron had about 87 new animes listed, and
it's like 30. It's like 30. You're exaggerating.
Whatever.
30.
Crazy. He wanted me to sit on here for a 3-hour podcast, huh? I don't think so.
We're not even going to. We're just going to read the description. We're going to go. Read the description. We're going to go. I mean, a few of them I want to talk about. With the description, we go. Before we get too far into it, I also wanted to make some announcements this week. Somebody I usually do this in the beginning. I usually don't do this at all, but it's Black Anime Week, and we're dropping a lot of stuff. We dropped a lot of stuff this week. Monday we dropped our Bejeweled by Blxxk special edition, a handmade Black anime clips. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Those are going to go on sale only on weekends. So they'll only be on sale from Friday to Sunday. Initially, you'll only get them in red, right? Right, Braxton? Right,
yep. Mm-hmm.
And then say later on, we'll switch over to black, and maybe we'll throw some other colors in, other designs. But
yeah, give you guys a bit of a variety. You know what I'm saying?
Options. So that's on Monday. Tuesday, we dropped our first ever Black Anime T-shirts. And right now, we're only shipping within the U.S. But as if demand asks for it, then we do it, and we will, every once in a while ship outside. That'll probably be outside. The regular shipping times. Those will be special orders, and we'll ship outside the U.S. because we got some people in UK. My people over at Blxxk, my man LS, and we want to get them over there with some Black anime gear too. So
Period.
We're going to be doing each month. This is just to clarify. Each month will have a limited set for right now. We don't have like a set manufacturer that can do it like en masse or like infinite or something like that. So each month we'll be restocking on do doing different shirts. Like this month we're doing a short sleeve. November we'll do long sleeve, and we actually have another secret project going out that we're going to drop out November too. Hopefully November, mid to end November, and then or maybe December, who knows? And then also, we're trying to bring out more, merch and like that, because I know a lot of y'all want to rock, Black anime. Y'all love us and y'all want to support us. And when y'all, buy stuff, Forrest buy us one. when y'all buy stuff. It helps us because now we can do more episodes, we can do more special stuff and everything like that, and also helps the quality of the episodes. So it is that Wednesday. We announced, which is something we kind of already knew. If you really, I'll be dropping hints on the low. We will be exclusively selling our boy Evan on the pod. Also, QB Easy. He also runs HBCU anime, and he runs one other thing,
AKA the internet famous one of the group.
Yeah, he the one with the fame. He dropped his manga for the manga contest that was going on. I think it was for Shonen Jump. I don't remember. But he's also going to be selling it with some, exclusive pages and like that. Only things you can get from the sold version that'll be on the Blxxk Anime website, and it's going to be sold exclusively on the website. We're going to be dropping that soon. Also, we're recording this on Thursday. Today we dropped our Blxxk Anime and HBCU anime art competition. Anime art competition, which we're going to be giving more information about as it gets down to the submission date, which is Friday, November 6th. And I'm really happy for it because we really want to. Biggest thing in part about Blxxk Anime, one of the biggest things we always talk about it. We want to give as much Black people, within the Anosphere, a lot of shine, a lot of time to show their merits and like that. And so we're going to be, as we get submissions, we're going to be throwing them on the website. We're going to be putting down links. We're going to be putting down everything because even if you don't get chosen, even if you don't win, we still want you to get business from this. We still want you to get customers from this. So that's a big thing. And then we're recording this on Thursday. I'm not sure what I'm posting on Friday yet, but I just said we got some Blxxk Anime stickers that came in too. We're gonna be selling those in the 2-pack. You can get the regular logo and the big logo. That might not happen until next week though. So if you're listening to this on the week this drops, which is October 3rd, if you listen to this on October 3rd, then the stickers won't be out to the next week. But if you listen to this the next week, then look, you can go to the website and get some fucking stickers. Look at you, nigga. But But yeah, so we're just really excited. We're probably gonna do this. I do this every year. Every year we'll just drop a lot of fucking content right after our anniversary, and just to give y'all some more stuff to feed off us. You know what I mean? And it won't always be paid content. Sometimes it might be new podcasts, new stuff, and all that stuff like that. Also, what else? It is October. I'm not gonna say who our
Let's
featured.
get spooky.
I'm not gonna say who our feature this month is yet because I don't know if the website is updated, saved right now. But we do have a new feature this month. It's a big feature. Really glad to that we'll be able to interview her. Usually this is interview week, but the person we're interviewing. It's a she. We're interviewing her near the end of the month because she wants to drop some exclusive information on the Blxxk Anime Pod. So if the website's updated, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. But if the website is not updated, when it does get updated, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. We'll just make exclusive motherfucking Blxxk Anime exclusive. You know what I mean? Down here on the pod for that interview. That's kind of all the announcements I have. Am I ever gonna do this again? Hey, who knows? But now to move on. Braxton, how has your week been? How you been? What's up?
My week has been pretty good. Just trying to get a handle on all of this work that I have doing for school, or that I have to do for school, and working. But how are things been with you?
It's been good. I've been watching a lot of anime. Let's just say that. Okay, I think I've watched about 3 series this week.
Oh
alone.
Wow! He's back. He's back in business.
I just be binging because I've just been in the mood to watch anime. So I've just been binging like crazy lately. And so I think I started watching Recreators today, which is really good. I finished Love and Lies, which is on Amazon Prime. That was actually better than I thought it was. I didn't like the ending. I felt like the ending was a lot really inconclusive. It was good, but I kind of needed more. And then I figured out, I started watching the anime and I realized I had already seen it. And it was funny because I don't be, it's honestly there's so much anime that I have not, that I've watched that I just never wrote down. So every once in a while I just come across oh shit, I did watch that.
Oh my gosh.
After the Rain, which is actually a phenomenal anime. It really touched my heart. I've watched Scum's Wish.
It goes hard.
Shit is wild. This shit is
Oh
wild.
my gosh.
It's a slice of life, but it's like nothing you'd ever expect. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know exactly what I mean about Scum's Wish. Because in Scum's Wish we have, and this is I'm just gonna get like a really baseline perspective about it. It's about this girl who I'm gonna explain. I'm gonna explain it first.
Okay.
Who's in love with her brother, right? Now you're like, oh, it's anime. Like this is fucking
Okay.
weird, right? No, but it's not. It's not a blood brother. It's like a neighbor, who lives near her, who always took care of her when she was
Okay.
young. So it's not blood. There's no blood involved. This isn't a Eromanga sensei. That's not really it either. I can't.
You know what this reminds me of? Have you ever
What?
seen Clueless?
No.
Oh my god. Okay, well,
Actually, no, I think I have.
Okay, Clueless is with a white girl. Ooh, I'm forgetting her name. That's a party foul. But with Paul Rudd.
You said white girl. That's like most movies. Paul Rudd.
Is in it.
I know
And
who
she
that
ends
is.
up. Yes. Okay. Well, he plays her stepbrother, and at the end of the movie, they end up getting together. Weird.
That's creepy.
Right?
That's fucking anime though. That's fucking anime. I think, but yeah, it comes with, so she falls in love with her brother, but not really her brother, and this other guy who fell in love with his tutor, who becomes his teacher, and in high school. And
Alicia Silverstone. That's her name. So sorry. Continue.
I don't know who that is, but who falls in love with his tutor, who ends up being his teacher in high school. So they're both in high school and they're both in love with these people, and they both end up kind of becoming friends necessarily. And so they don't like in the beginning don't fall in love with each other, but they just end up dating and like, you know, pleasing each other, you know, because they can't get it from the people they really want. So and that's just like the tip of the iceberg. Like you think like, oh, okay, that's anime. It's a little tame. But no. First of all, the animation goes hard. I love the animation. I love the art styles. I love it to 11. But it got a little, you know, it got a little adult. Okay, got a little adult. It got more adult than I expected. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. But it got very adult. I didn't expect that. And it was good though. It was good though. Really good watch. Had me on the edge of my seat. I watched all 13 episodes in one day. I'm a mess.
You are a mess, that's for sure.
I have issues. Actually, and I watched something else yesterday too. Grimoire of Zero. I watched that. So that's 3. I said 3, right? That's 3 anime I finished this week.
You did.
Grimoire of Zero, Love and Lies, and Scum's Wish. I finished all those this week. But not to drag it on because we have a lot of anime to talk about, and I want to get to all of these. You know, fuck what Braxton says.
Alrighty.
I want to get to all of them. Okay,
and on that note, let's just jump right in.
So you know, as always, start out with shonen action, shonen battle anime. We don't really talk about the other shonens that are like fantasy, but we do talk about them, but we put them in a different category. Shonen is literally just for the ones that are action series. So you're My Heroes, oh my gosh, you're My Heroes. I was gonna say Demon Slayer. There's another one I was gonna say. I can't remember my head. It's the one I'm always fucking slandering. That's why I don't remember it. But that's the first one we're gonna talk about.
Black Clover.
Black Clover. There. See, look at this. Look at that. Anyway.
Oh my god.
So first, I'm gonna do the first one, and then there's only one in this category for this season, and then we're gonna move to non-shonen action. But so for shonen action, we already know what we got to talk about. You already know what we got to bring down first. Jujutsu Kaisen. Okay, if you haven't been reading the manga, you're me, but you've heard about it. If you're on Annie Twitter, if you got friends who really love manga, they know about Jujutsu Kaisen. One of the bigger shonen anime that come out within the last year. You know, our boy Noxie over at Project Manga, he the Hive leader. So you know, he laid a law down on Annie Twitter. But let's for people who don't know, let's get into the description. So the description says a boy fights for the right death. Hardship, regret, shame. Negative feelings that humans feel become curses that lurk in our everyday lives. The curses run rampant throughout the world, capable of leading people to terrible misfortune and even death. What's more, the curses can only be exorcised by another curse. Itadori Yuji is a boy with tremendous physical strength, though he lives a completely ordinary high school life. One day, to save a friend who is attacked by curses, he eats the finger of the double-faced specter. Taking the curse into his own soul, from then on he shares one body with the double-faced specter. Guided by the most powerful of sorcerers, Gojo Satori, Itadori is admitted to the Tokyo Metropolitan Technical High School of Sorcery, an organization that fights the curses, and thus begins the heroic tale of a boy who becomes a curse to exorcise a curse, a life from which he could never turn back. And this is going to be a Crunchyroll original. Now, Braxton, you know, does this interest you? You know what I mean? That's a big thing if it does.
It interests me a little bit. At my core, I am just a Harry Potter nerd, you know. So sorcery is always going to pique my interest a bit. Eating the finger though, gross, really gross. Didn't like hearing about that.
You gotta do what you gotta do for power. You gotta do what you gotta do for power. You know what I mean?
And that's literally how all these MCs end up descending their world into chaos.
You know, but he did it to save a friend, so it was for a just cause. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't doing it for nothing. You know, wouldn't eat a finger to save a friend.
I mean, I guess.
All right. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Bo's looking forward to it. I mean, actually, everybody on the pod is looking forward to it. Bo has read the manga. I believe Evan might have read it too. I know Fabian has, but well, everybody on the pod is looking forward to it. It's different. It's different than your average shonen. I believe it touches a little more in the horror elements than you would in a regular shonen. So it's definitely, you know, it's different. It's different. It's not what you're going to expect. Hopefully, again, I haven't read this, so I don't fucking know. But from what I've been told, it definitely takes a little bit of a different approach than what we're used to, which I love. I love a little nuance. But let's go ahead and move on to the non-shonen anime. This is non-shonen action. So these are just action series that aren't connected to shonen. And you got the first one.
Okay, so the first one's called Noblesse. Hope I am pronouncing that right. Razel. Noblesse. Is it Razel?
I'm not even looking at it.
Razel.
Looking at the news. You know, I mean, do your best. Do your best.
Razel awakens from his 820-year slumber. He holds the special title of Noblesse, a pure-blooded noble and protector of all other nobles. In an attempt to protect Razel, his servant Frankenstein enrolls him at the Yi Ran High School, where Razel learns the simple and quotidian routines of the human world through his classmates. However, the Union, a secret society plotting to take over the world, dispatches modified humans and gradually encroaches on Razel's life, causing him to wield his mighty power and protect those around him. After 820 years of intrigue, the secrets behind his slumber are finally revealed, and Razel's absolute protection as the Noblesse begins. And that's also going to be on Crunchyroll. That, Aaron? Now, I actually am more interested in that than the other one. Now, I don't know. It could be because it's, you know, October, and I am feeling spooky, you know what I'm saying? So Frankenstein just sounds like a perfect, like that's a vibe right now. Mm-hmm.
I think you're just feeling spooky, but this is a webtoon. This is a webtoon original that, you know, so this is technically another really big anime. It's a remake. They did this before. Well, Noblesse had a one shot or OVA, I think, a few years back. But Crunchyroll said, "Fuck it, we're gonna do the whole thing." And the only hope is that they don't rush it like out of high school. That's the hope.
Mm-hmm.
But so far, I agree though. I'm really interested. I didn't watch the original, so I'm just interested in what this has to bring. And I do like vampires, you know what I'm saying? It's always a really cool way to bring in vampires. And I'm interested in how they're going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see. To move on for the next one, the next non-shonen action. Let me scroll back up from the news. We have Warlords of Sigdrifa. And this is one I've been kind of keeping my eye on. The first episode is an hour long, which usually means it's going to be some fucking heat, okay? They only present, you know, an hour of time if it's going to be that sauce, Okay,
my
so
God.
I'm looking forward to this. The description is the pillars suddenly appeared on Earth, posing a threat to all life forms. Running out of options to protect themselves, humanity finds itself on the brink of extinction. But a god named Odin offers them a way to salvation. Odin proclaims a counterattack against the pillars by bestowing humanity with young female pilots with supernatural powers, the Valkyries, and their spirit fighter planes as a means of fighting back. The battle between humanity and the pillars has not abated even after several years have passed. The Valkyries and their spirit fighter planes, as well as the men who support them, risk their lives in the skies to save the Earth. Japan is no exception. 3 Valkyries fight against huge pillars that tower over sacred Mount Fuji. They are all very skilled, but every last one of them is a troublemaker. An ace pilot joins them from Europe, but she has a checkered past. Humanity now is the time to fight back. The final battle of Ragnarok is fast approaching, and this is going to be on Funimation. Now, when I read this, I did not expect this. Reminded me, Kyle, when they said that there's the male pilots assisting the female pilots. All I could think of was, oh my gosh, 02. What is that anime? Oh, I'm about to Google it real quick. But it just reminded me of another anime, like they do this a few times in a few different anime does this. But Darling in the Franxx, where like the women were the ships, basically like in the males were like controlling the women in the mech at the same time. So that's what it kind of reminded me of. But I mean, this is peak anime. I'm really interested in what it has to offer.
Yeah, it sounds good to me too. For a different reason though, just off the rip, hearing Odin's name, the Valkyries, like I would watch that solely for the chance to see, Mjolnir lying on the floor in a corner or a stray lock of blonde hair.
Oh, too bad it's not Marvel. So I don't know how much I don't know how much we're gonna get of that. I mean, Mjolnir might end up being a woman that's actually a ship, so who knows?
Even still, just that connection. I'd be in there.
I feel you. That's really all the non-shown action we really want to highlight this season. Real quick, there's 3 others that are non-shown action that's showing up. There's one that's called Akudama Drive. It's going to be on Funimation. This is actually a Studio Pierrot original. So the animation's already kind of questionable. But there's that. We have Dragon Quest, The Adventures of Dai. If you're a Dragon Quest fan, I believe this is a continuation of an older anime or like within the game world. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and check that out. That's going to be on Hulu and Crunchyroll. And then lastly, we have one that's called Magatsu Wahrheit Zerst. I believe that's German. I took German in high school, so yeah, you can hear it.
Oh my God.
That one really seems interesting. It's one I might check out for myself when it comes out in America. But I know in Japan it's going to be in Hulu and Amazon Prime and a few other Japanese-specific streaming sites. But yeah, so that's all the non-shonen action. There's no true seinens out right now. That's going to be a new one. So we're just skipping past that. And now let's move on to the slice of life. Yes, the slice of life.
Oh my God.
Yes. Oh,
so
gosh.
we got Tony Kawa, Over the Moon for You. Having grown up ridiculed for his bizarre name, Nasa Yuzaki strives to be remembered for something more. Fortunately, it seems he's on the right path, ranking first in the nation's mock exams and sent to enter his high school of choice. However, everything changes in a single night when he notices a girl across the street on his way home. Enraptured by her overwhelming cuteness, it's love at first sight for Nasa. But in his infatuated daze, he fails to notice the approaching danger speeding down the road and finds himself at death's door. Barely alive thanks to the girl's intervention, Nasa musters the courage to confess his love for her, fearing she might otherwise vanish from his life. She accepts his proposal on one condition, marriage, to which Nasa greatly accepts before passing out from his injuries. Upon waking, however, the girl is nowhere to be found. After recovering from his injuries, Nasa tosses his previous ambitions aside and dedicates his life to finding the girl that captured his heart. Yet several years pass to no avail. But one night, when an unexpected visitor comes knocking on his door, Nasa finds himself facing a woman that would forever change his world, his wife. And that's going to be on Crunchyroll. That sounds cute. I probably wouldn't watch it, but I would read it.
I'm gonna watch the fuck out of that.
Of course you would.
The reason why is because it sounds like a mess, and if it sounds like a mess, I gotta watch it. Like,
oh my God,
there's literally no other option for me. I have to watch it. Like, come on. Like, first of all, she says, "Oh, you gotta marry me." you want to date me? Like, we can't even date, bro. We got to go straight to marriage. And this man's like, hey, yo, cool. Then he passes out, probably goes into a coma. Man gonna wake up 10 years down the line, like, oh my gosh, what's going on? What's going on? It's like, oh, I'm married? Wow. So I 100% have to watch this. This has to be done. Slice of life wise, one other one I want to talk about. It's called Adachi and Shimamura, and it's known for oh my gosh. The description is known for skipping class on the regular. Two girls' lives have become intertwined when they find each other on the second floor of the gym. From there, Adachi and Shimamura's friendship slowly grows as they play ping pong and hang out. But when something happens that changes their relationship, how would they react? This is on Crunchyroll. You know what I mean? This is, just like boys love, this show girls love. You know what I mean? If you you want to scratch that itch, the last thing you probably watch maybe is Orange, and you're like, you know what, I need some more girls love in my life. This is going to be it. I like the cover image for it. I wish I put it on here so you could have seen it. You could have seen it, Braggs, but the cover image for it is really nice. I think the art style is going to look really good. So I'm really interested in what this has to bring. Plus, it seems it's something that's definitely going to be a little slower. Definitely going to be really, focused a lot on the love. You know what I mean? I love some show that focuses on love. So very interested to see what comes of this in the next coming weeks.
Facts.
And can't wait to watch. The only other two such slides, just real quick to mention that looked interesting. Actually, one other one looked interesting. It's called Sleepy Princess and the Demon Castle. It's a romance, but it's also a comedy. It's a little fantasy. It's little things of everything. So this is kind of your comedic slice of life of the season. It'll be on Crunchyroll if you want to check it out. Even the description is kind of funny. So I think it's definitely going to try its best to tickle your funny bone. So if you're really into some nice comedic series, it's kind of fantasy. It's about a sleepy princess. You know what I mean? Kawaii. So you can check that out on Crunchyroll when it comes out.
You are so corny.
I'm so corny? I don't care.
Yeah. Lord.
I don't care. Anyway.
Lord.
I have to announce this one, Braxton. I'm gonna take a turn. Because we're coming back with a classic, okay? A classic anime. I mean, it hasn't aired yet, but I can already tell you this is gonna be the anime to watch this season. The anime that's going to keep you up at night with questions. Goodness. Okay, this is the anime. Hypnosis Mike Division Rap Battle Rhyme Anime. Now, if that anime sounds a little, familiar, it's because we did talk about it during our new anime season in spring. This anime got pushed back because of COVID. So now we have it in the fall season, which it's the worst season for it because most people aren't going to watch it because it's going to be garbage. But I'm going to watch it. I might not watch a lot of shows weekly, but I'm going to watch this weekly because I must see the train wreck. As I see, it's like you ever you watch like a movie and they talk about this, like the beautifulness of a wreck. You know what I mean? Like see it in slow motion, the parts breaking down and folding over each other, and the metal, ripping apart. But that's what this show is going to be. You know what I mean? It's going to be garbage. Unless they got bars. Now, if they come out and start spitting bars, that's a whole different, that's a whole different thing. But
that's a whole different situation.
That's a whole different situation. But I am 100% ready. I have got my memes. I got my memes loaded. I got them loaded and I'm ready.
Oh my God.
I'm ready. I'm watching it for the memes. I'm watching it so you don't have to, okay? So if you want to know how good Hypnosis Mike is, check in with us on Twitter. And I might post some stuff on Instagram if it's really that funny. But check with us because I'm gonna be talking about it. Okay? I'm gonna be talking about it. But for those that is your first time hearing about Hypnosis Mike, the description is in a world where women now dominate the government, the creation and use of weapons is strictly forbidden. However, by no means has conflict been brought to an end. Instead of weapons, war is waged through words. With the power of the hypnosis mic, lyrics can affect one's opponent in various ways and cause real damage. Those in the divisions outside the women only Chuao ward thus use it for fierce rap battles as their weapon in the constant clash for territory. And this is going to be on the culture setting Funimation.
Why are you reading it like this? What is going on?
Because this is hilarious to me, okay? I just can't wait for
What is
this anime.
wrong with you?
I can't wait for this anime to come out, yo. I'm so excited for it, you know? All right, okay, I'm done.
Oh my god. All right. So next on the list, we're going to the crime and mystery category. We have Higurashi When They Cry. New kid Kichi Maebara is settling into his new home of the peaceful Hinamizawa village. Making quick friends with the girls from his school, he's arrived in time for the big festival of the year, but something about this isolated town feels off, and his feelings of dread continue to grow. With a gnawing fear that he's right, what dark secrets could the small community be hiding? And this is on Funimation. I don't know. That wasn't enough detail to get me really interested, so I'm feeling pretty
Well, it's
whatever.
also a remake, which is probably why that's like that. So people, I guess they're kind of expecting you to
know it already.
already know. I didn't, like I said, I didn't watch the original. Well, I didn't watch the original, so I don't really know. But it's supposed to be more horror. So it's supposed to be a little creepy, you know what I mean? A little creepy ghost town that's kind of like secrets and shit. It's going to run for 14 episodes, so it's going to bleed into the winter season a little bit. So it should be, I mean, I'm going to watch it because I think Anime T, Spicy Lady, and somebody else was talking highly about it on Twitter. So I definitely got to check that out. I definitely have to check it out. But yeah, next we have, you can do this one since I took your last turn. Go ahead.
Okay. So we have Moriarty the Patriot. In the late 19th century, Great Britain ruled over a quarter of the world. Nobles sit in their fancy homes in comfort and luxury while the working class slaves away at their jobs. When young Albert James Moriarty's upper-class family adopts two lower-class orphans, the cruelty the boys experience at his family's hands cements Albert's hatred of the nobility he was born into. He asks the older of the two boys, who has a genius mind and a killer instinct, to help him rid the world of evil, starting with Albert's own family. And I guess we don't know what platform this is going to be on.
Yeah, no, I've been trying to research it, but I haven't been able to find anything that tells me which platform it's on. So when we find out, because I really want to watch this anime. So when we find out, I will let you all know as well. But for right now, it's an I don't know. I know if you're in Japan, you can watch it on Tokyo MX. But if you're in America or anywhere that's not Japan and you don't have a VPN, we're just kind of out of luck right now until I figure it out or you guys figure it out. Who knows? But I'm looking forward to this. It's a different take on the Moriarty and the age-old battle between wits of Sherlock Holmes and Moriarty. So I'm interested in how they tell his story. We've heard Sherlock being told so many different times. We even did there was a Sherlock detective anime that came out last year where he solved crimes by doing this Japanese, I forget what it's called, but he did performance. That's how he solved it. It was very different, very, very different. But we've seen a lot of different styles in this tale in a lot of different ways. So I'm interested in how they do Moriarty this time around.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
Also, I love a good crime anime. Y'all know I do. Love a good crime anime. Next we have. Well, actually, no. Supposed to go to sci-fi fantasy. Before we go there, before we go to sci-fi fantasy, let's stop and talk about this two other crime mystery style anime that's coming out this season. We have Talentless Nana, which looks like it could be a very, very interesting anime. I'm not totally sold on it yet, but it looks like it could be interesting. That's going to be on Funimation. And then we have Ikebukuro Westgate Park. Well, I said that really well. Westgate Park. I did, right? Like, I'm proud of myself. Which I think that one might be a sleeper. It seems like it could definitely, shake some tables, maybe. Oh, shake tables in the sense that be good. And that one's streaming on Funimation also. Try to keep an eye on that. but there is a lot of anime this season. So who knows what I really end up watching? Because honest to God, there's so much anime out this season. But let us continue on our journey through this anime. We have sci-fi/fantasy. So first we have The Day I Became a God. Yota Narukami. Yota Narukami is a high schooler who planned to spend his last summer vacation like most others, preparing for his university entrance exams. But when a young girl named Hina approaches him, saying she's a god, this summer vacation suddenly becomes anything but ordinary. Now, I was gonna put this in slice of life, but I mean, from what I've looked at about it, it seems to be more fantasy than anything else. But it looks like it's gonna be a good comedy. Something that's really, I feel like this is gonna be funny. That's the vibe I'm getting from it right now. What about you, Brax?
I mean, I guess I'm not really interested in but
just from the setup, this is like the setup of every comedy anime. It's like, yeah, regular man does regular stuff, and oh my gosh, weird things happen. Like that's like the setup of like every comedy anime that like is trying to be a comedy. You know what I mean? Like even like Uzaki-chan that came out, which is actually really good this season, it's really like, oh, a regular guy likes being by himself. And then this girl just doesn't want to let that happen. And it's like it's a good show, but like that's like every comedy anime is always straight like, oh, man does regular thing, but
wait.
But wait, I mean, it's funny. I mean, but you know, without coincidences, we don't have stories. So
that's facts.
It's facts. So, but yeah, it sounds like it's a setup for something that could be comedic and could be fun. So, I am interested in it. Y'all will hear me talk about it unless it sucks, and you won't. But okay, Brax, you got the next one.
Okay, so the next one is King's Raid: Successors of the Will. A century has passed since King Kyle of the Orvelia Kingdom destroyed the fierce demon lord Angmund, restoring peace to the lands. But serenity was not meant to last forever. With the news of new demon appearances reaching the ear of young Squire Castle, who bands together a group of companions that embark on a journey to locate the fabled holy sword to defeat the new enemies. And that's going to be on Funimation. It's giving me King Arthur-esque. It actually really reminded me, for some reason when I was reading it, I started to visualize in Seven Deadly Sins when Meliodas was all nighty. That's what I was thinking about.
I can see that. I was kind of thinking the same thing. It reminds me of something that's like, you know, it's like a classic story.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's what really has me interested in it, because I'm like, it seems like it's something that's not going to, I mean, I'm not gonna say it's not gonna be anything different because I haven't watched it, I don't really know, but it does seem something that's like going to stick to his guns, and we're going to see like a nice, you know, something that could be really good for following the mold. You know what I mean? So I'm really interested in when it comes up, but no, I definitely see that. I didn't even think about that. That's actually a good point.
Actually, a good point. Are you shocked that it's a good point?
Yeah. No, I'm not shocked. I was just saying. I was making a statement. Damn. Just saying. Golly.
If this was The Office, I would have looked at the camera right then.
You would have.
Yeah, and it would have given me a nice zoom because.
Nice zoom. The Office is still hard for me to watch because I finished it, but like secondhand embarrassment is like my biggest weakness.
Really? That's like makes okay. Well, yes, I'm like really cringy with secondhand embarrassment. Like I can't watch like Rap Game. Well, I can, but like it's really hard for me to watch that because I get such bad secondhand embarrassment. But The Office is hilarious because you know.
It's hilarious, but the secondhand embarrassment is crazy.
Oh my god! You should never feel embarrassed for Michael. He brings it all on himself.
I feel embarrassed for everyone else that has to deal with Michael. That's what I feel like. He'll do something, and then he'll walk out, and I'm just like, "Yo, why would you do that?" Like,
oh my gosh!
Like, the amount of times I paused that show just to
center yourself.
Yeah, center myself to get ready for what I'm about to watch. Oh my gosh! The other two sci-fi fantasy series that are coming out this season, that we have our eyes on is Our Last Crusade or The Rise of a New World. Really, this is another, in a way, a classic-like tale, like the other one that Braxton talked about, King's Raid, but it seems to be more set in magic than that one. Even though that one has like real magical stuff in it, but this one seems to be like about witches and science and technology going against each other, the war between science and magic, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. So seems like it'll be a really interesting story. Something I'm definitely going to again keep my eye on. I'm really looking forward to this. That's going to be on Funimation. And then the other one we have is Wandering Wits: The Journey of Elena. And this one is, it's a simple one. Seems like this is going to be more slice of life fantasy-ish. It's about a witch who we're kind of just going along with her story. I like these kind of anime. We're just going from place to place, hanging out, chilling. And this is going to be on Funimation also. So next we have Isekai. So if you know what Isekai is, it's transported to another world. And I didn't know we were really going to have Isekai this season. We haven't had as many Isekai as I thought we were going to have this year, which I don't know if it's a positive or a negative yet, but who knows? But first one we have is I'm Standing on a Million Lives, and it's 9th grader Yusuke Yotsua is practical friendless, and not active in any clubs. Wow, I can't talk now.
It's happening to me too.
Right? It just like happens. And one day he and 2 female classmates are suddenly sent to another world where they must work together to battle for their lives. Yotsuya is a lone wolf and has always lived his life according to his wants. But how will that work out now that he's supposed to be a hero? I'm interested. I'm fucking interested. Plus, it's also giving me harem vibes. I don't know if anybody else is getting that, through the pod, but I'm getting harem vibes. I'm getting there's going to be multiple women. That's what I'm getting. So I'm
also getting out of it.
I've also think to me it just sounds interesting. Sounds like it's going to have what's the word? A good story, a good tale. I'm hoping if the animation is good, I think that'll really work. But yeah, that's how I feel. Braxton, I know you're not feeling this.
You're right. You're right about that. But I will again concur that it's giving harem vibes. So for those that are interested in that kind of thing, here it is.
Yeah, like I'm sorry, him and 2 girls. Come on now, they could have given him 1.
Oh, yeah.
They could have given him 1, but they gave him 2.
They gave him 2.
Come on now, they gave him 2, and it was unnecessary. They didn't need to do that. That's how you know. Eh? You know what I mean? We'll go ahead, Brax.
So the next one is By the Grace of the Gods. Only 39 years into a life full of bad luck, Ryoma Takebayashi passes away in his sleep. Taking pity on him, 3 divine beings show compassion on reincarnating him as a young boy to a magical new world. Now he spends his time researching and caring for slimes. But after healing an injured traveler, Ryoma decides to set out with his new friends on a journey to use his power to help others. Funimation. This is really reminding me of I don't remember the guy's name, Aaron. Maybe you do. He's the actor that's in Bates Motel, and he is on Good Doctor.
Oh, I don't remember his name either. But
okay, but remember when he was in all those sci-fi movies for a minute, while we were kids? He was literally in every one, the one where they had elves outside the house. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah. I don't know his name, but I know who you're talking about.
Yes, this show sounds like one of those sci-fi movies,
It's honestly, it's I'm gonna be honest, it's a shitpost to me as when it comes down to the way anime is, it's like a shitpost because it's cliche to the point to where it could hurt. So I'm not expecting anything at all from this, not even a little bit. If it's even entertaining, I'll be happy. But my expectations are very, very low.
Low as hell.
Low as hell. Because it's just, transported to the world, and now he has powers. And it depends on his powers. I could be wrong. his powers could suck. He could actually be garbage, but
Could be.
it could be. But if he's a god, I don't want to. I'm not interested anymore. But yeah. The only other isekai that's coming out this season is one I battle with, making it an isekai, not putting it in this category. It's called Kuma 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 Bear. Now,
Why?
I'm not gonna read it. I'm not gonna read it.
Why? Thank you.
Why are you trying to make sense of me? Anyway, I'm not gonna read the whole description, but it's about this girl who plays it's a VR thing again, VR video game, who plays this game and gets a bear suit that she thinks is ugly, but is like super fucking powerful. And then guess what happens, guys? Guess what crazy thing happens to the girl that's playing a video game? She gets transported into the video game. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
It's fucking crazy. I didn't see it.
Wow.
Right. So anyway, she gets transported into the video game, and now she has to use the ugly bear suit because it's fucking powerful. That's the anime. And it's on Crunchyroll.
So I'm gonna give that a big Passiana.
I'm gonna watch it though, so it doesn't matter. I'm gonna watch it. Hey. I think this is my opinion on it. I think it's gonna be funny as hell. I mean, I think it could definitely not be. It could definitely be bad or corny or try hard. But the premise alone just oozes comedy for me. So we'll see what happens. Well, comedy as an anime comedy, because this anime comedy is not regular comedy. But it definitely oozes comedy for me. So I'm really interested. And it comes out on Crunchyroll, so I'm just gonna be watching it. I'll probably watch it while I'm bored. Like it'll be like 10 weeks into the season. I'm like, let me binge something real quick, binge something new, and I'll probably end up watching it then. But yeah, it's anime. You never surprise me. Like every once in a while, it gets me. For the most part, you never surprise me. But next we're on the sports anime. You got the first one.
First one is called Sports Climbing Girls. Sport climbing is a sport that makes use of both the body and the brain to climb walls. Kasahara Konomi, a master at puzzles, just happens to discover her school's climbing wall, and it looks almost like a colorful sort of puzzle in her eyes. This fateful encounter brings big changes to Konomi's life. With her teammates in the Hanamaya Girls High School Climbing Club, Konomi races for the top in this passionate climbing story. And this is going to be on Crunchyroll. Honestly, old Braxton would have said Passiana yet again. But new and improved Braxton would actually give this a chance solely because of Haiku and how much I like that one. So, trying to be a little, got to be a little more open there.
Yeah. But hey, I think I'm going to check it out. So since it's on Crunchy, I'm definitely going to check it out. Just because on Crunchyroll. I mean, even though I've been sleeping on a few. There's Hanabedo, I believe that's what it's called. It's a ping pong, not ping pong. It's a badminton one, but the animation on it is phenomenal. I haven't checked it out yet, and I need to. And yeah, that's basically all I have to say. So that's why I got to watch more sports anime. I've been sleeping, but I'm looking forward to it. Next, we have one that This is kind of a surprise in a way. Not surprise, but for me, it's kind of crazy. It's Mappa, and this is the Mappa original Taiso Samurai anime. Now, this is surprising because Mappa didn't did at least 15 anime this year. And I'm not saying that other animation studios haven't done lots of multiple anime, but for me, I guess having my third eye open, I've been seeing Mappa's name on a lot of shit this year. So interesting. Plus, they did a good job so far. Well, I'm not as impressed with High School animation as other people, but that's just my opinion. Anyway, the description for Taiso Samurai. The description for Taiso Samurai is: in the year 2002, the formerly powerful Japanese men's gymnastic team under Shotaro Aragaki is no longer able to compete. Even though he trains strenuously daily, he is asked about retiring by his coach Amakusa. However, a certain encounter alters Aragaki's fate. And I don't know what this is on. I've seen, again, it's showing up in Japan on what is it showing up in Japan? If you got any Japan listeners, what are we looking on? It's going to be on TV Asahi's nomination block. And then it'll also be streamed simultaneously on the Abema TV, which is a streaming service in Japan. But I have no clue where to watch this in America, and that is making me very sad because this anime looks fucking fantastic, and I'm sad. I need it in my life
buddy.
now.
Don't worry.
Okay,
I'm
just gonna have to do it illegally.
The other way.
Illegally. That's all the new anime for the season. So again, I mean, we kind of went through a little quickly, but if you want to, go back and check out, you can always go back, listen to which one you might be interested in. And I'm going to check back in on the new ones for real. Come to mid-season episode because I love me a mid-season episode when that comes up. Next, we have the continuations. There's not that many this season, especially compared to last season. God dang. We have Danmachi, or Is It Wrong? Oh my gosh. Is it wrong to try to grow in a dungeon? I cannot remember the full name of that anime. Long ass name. But Danmachi season 3, which I'm excited for. Fuck anime lately. Okay, no, I don't mean that. I love them.
Oh wow.
I mean, but there was slander in season 2, and I actually like season 2. Okay, Danmachi really hasn't missed that much for me. I don't think season 2 was definitely not better than season 1, which is the biggest problem. It had one or two good arcs, and the ending of season 2 was very lackluster. However, season 3, I'm hoping they right their wrongs and we get a nice complete season. Which honestly, I'm sorry. The main character for Danmachi, I think, is one of my favorite non-shonen action main characters. He really carries this anime in a way I did not expect. Expecting a simple harem anime with, some bit of fighting or like that. But he's really a good MC. He's really a good MC. A lot better than I expected him to be. And he's really done a great job at growing. And they actually, the writer and they've done a great job of showing his growth from episode 1 to where he is now. Everything else is kind of the problem. But looking forward to Danmachi season 3. Now we have the Irregular at Magic High School season 2. I did not expect to get this anime. Okay? Irregular Magic High School was something I watched on Netflix 10 years ago, I feel like a long ass time ago. And we're finally getting season 2. And oh my gosh, the Irregular Magic High School. Another one where you have the OP main character. But it's a little different because, I think, is he in love with his sister? I forget. One of those. It's been a while since I've watched it. But I'm really interested in Irregular Magic High School. It feels like we're getting we got ReZero back this year. We got the Irregular Magic High School season 2. We got Haikyuu. It's just, if COVID, I know what?
Would fuck off.
Yeah, I know people feel that way, but if it didn't, then I wouldn't have this much time to watch. So
that is true.
Pluses and minuses, pluses and minuses.
Definitely positive and negatives.
But talking about Haikyuu, talking about the god, Haikyuu to the top, second core or the second half of to the top season comes out this season. I'm so happy. Oh my gosh. And thing is, Bo's read the manga, so he knows how everything ends for the most part. And even he's excited. Haikyuu, I don't care what anybody says. That is Goku. I love Haikyuu. I cannot wait. I'm telling you right now, I'm not watching until the mid-season episode. Then I will binge everything, and then I'm not watching again until the season ends.
Oh my god. I'm gonna call you dramatic, but I'll probably do the same thing.
Next, we have Yashahime, Princess Half Demon. It's a continuation of Inuyasha. So if you loved Inuyasha growing up, then there's more. And I gotta admit something. I don't want y'all to slander me because I'm the anthology. This nigga done seen everything. He watches a series. He watches 5 series a week on the day. I have not seen Inuyasha. Stone me.
Shame.
I don't care. But I'll probably end up watching it sooner or later. Next, we have Golden Kamuy, 3rd season. Again, I haven't watched this, but I know a lot of people are in the Golden Kamuy, so if you've been waiting for it, it's coming. Is The Order a Rabbit season 3? I've never heard about this, but it has 3 seasons, so somebody's enjoying it. So I hope you continue to. That's all I gotta say. Next up, One Room, 3rd season anime. It looks actually really interesting. I'm glad I picked it up. Well, I'm glad I saw it like it's coming out 3rd season because it looks interesting. It's a slice of life. Might check out season 1 and 2. Major second series. So if you're a major second anime fan, second season is coming out. Idolish 7, second beat. This one I believe got postponed because of COVID, or it's a continuation, one of the two. But if you're into Idolish, that's coming out again this season. Then we have A3 season, Autumn and Winter, which again, that's season 2. So if you're into A3, which I heard was actually pretty good, not my style, but I've heard it's pretty good. So if you're into A3, the next season is coming out. Lastly, we have a few movies that are coming out this season. Let's just, first of all, most of these we already know about. So we're going to run through them just a little bit. Braxton, I'm gonna let you get the first one, then I'm gonna do the next 2.
Okie doke. So we got the Demon Slayer, the movie, Mugen Train. What did I say it wrong?
Oh, you good, whatever.
Oh, no, how do you say it?
I said Mugen.
Mugen.
You said Mugen.
Mugen, let me try again. Demon Slayer, the movie, Mugen Train. So we have Tanjiro Kamado and his friends from the Demon Slayer Corps accompany Kyojuro Rengoku, the Flame Hashira, to investigate a mysterious series of disturbances occurring inside a train. Little do they know that Enmu, one of the 12 Kazuki, is also on board and has prepared a trap for them. Interesting.
You haven't watched Demon Slayer yet, Braxton. That's the next thing we're watching. Okay.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
You're gonna like Demon Slayer.
I'll take your word for it.
I don't like it, but I don't like it for my own reasons, but I think you'll like it.
Oh, okay. That's what I was gonna say because I was like, I didn't even think you liked it.
I like Demon Slayer for the animation.
Mm-hmm.
The story's pretty good. Yeah. But I'm looking forward to the Mugen Train. I've heard really good things about from the manga readers, so I'm looking forward to them expanding on the world of Demon Slayer. So plus it's just one arc. So even after this, we get another season. Especially this is going to be successful. Let's just put hands up. It's going to be successful because everybody's waiting for the Demon Slayer movie, including me. So it's going to be successful. Next we have Burn the Witch, which is Tight Kubo. Y'all, we've been talking about Burn the Witch for a while now. It is the movie for the volume 1 or episode 1, whatever he's calling it, of this his new manga, which is connected to Bleach somehow, some way. It's the other side of the spirit realm. I forget what they called it, but it's the other side of that. If you don't know about it, it's historically 72% of all the deaths in London are related to dragons, fantastical beings invisible to the majority of the people. While unknown to most, some people have been standing up to these dragons. Only inhabitants of reverse London who live in the hidden reverse side of London can see the dragons. Even then, only a selected few become qualified enough as witches or wizards to make direct contact with them. The protagonists of the story are witch duo Noelle Nihashi and Nini Spain-Cole. They are protection agents for Windbind, an organization for dragon conservation and management. The mission is to protect and manage the dragon within London on behalf of the people. Now, my hypothesis is this is going to be a series of movies. All right, that's my hypothesis because Tite Kubo already announced that he's doing more than one episode or volume. I forget what he's calling his novels. Well, his manga. He's doing more than one. So my guess is that we're gonna get a Burn the Witch movie like once a year or something like that, which could be pretty cool. I'm with that.
It definitely sounds interesting to me, not knowing anything.
I think it's going to be loose enough to where you don't have to watch Bleach to understand. But at the same time, I want to see how it connects to Bleach fully. I want to see some. I'm trying to see some. Get to potential. Okay, I'm trying to see my man Ichigo, his children. I'm trying to see somebody show up in this motherfucker. That's what I want to see.
Oh my god.
Next, we have Fate Grand Order, Shinsei and Taku Ryoki, Camelot 1, Wandering Agaterum. That's a lot of words. An adaptation of the Sixth Singularity, the Sacred Round Table Realm, Camelot Singularity of Fate Grand Order. All I gotta say is 3 things are constant in life: death, taxes, and fate adaptations. So,
Oh my god.
just, when in doubt, watch more Fate, I guess. More likely, we'll talk about this on our BXA. Where do I start? At some point in time, there's just so much Fate. Who knows? Let's see. We got 3 movies left. All right.
Do you want me to take the next one?
The next one.
Okay. Josie, the Tiger and the Fish. A youth romantic drama with themes of growing up. The story focuses on college student Sunio and dreamer Josie, who live her life stuck in a wheelchair. Who lives her life. Okay. Josie, named after the heroine in Francoise Sagan's Wonderful Clouds, spends most of her days reading and painting until by chance she encounters Sunio and decides it's time to face the real world. Interesting. I probably wouldn't watch, but for the romance fans out there, here you go. You know what I'm saying? It sounds real cute.
It's another remake, I believe. And let's see, first of all, you're talking to me. You said romance fan. You should have said Aaron.
Oh my god.
I'm really interested in this. It looks really cute. I love a good old empowerment type shit. So I'm interested in what they do with this movie. But yeah, it looks good to me. Can't wait to see what it comes out. What it comes up with. Next we have Kimi wa Kanata. And this one is about Mio has feelings for her childhood friend Arata, but can't convey her feelings. One day, as they continue their delicate relationship, the two fight over something trivial. After letting tension settle, Mio goes to make up with him in the pouring rain. While on her way, she gets into a traffic incident. When she regains consciousness, a mysterious and unfamiliar world appears before her eyes. Yo, this shit sounds sad. Maybe I shouldn't watch it.
It do sound sad.
Maybe I shouldn't watch it. It sounds sad. I feel like I'm gonna cry. It sounds sad. She's gonna die. She'll be in the ghost world. She'll be trying to reach back to him.
Something like that.
Through the veil. She'll be like, yo.
Oh,
I love you.
So sad.
I'm getting emotional just thinking about it.
Of course you are.
So
the next movie we have is Looking for Magical Do-Re-Mi. 27-year-old Toki office worker Mirai Yoshizuki just returned to Spain, while 22-year-old fourth-year college student Sora Nagase aspires to be a teacher. And 20-year-old boyish Reika Kawatani is a part-time Hiroshima okonomiyaki shop worker and freelancer. What draws together these 3? What'd you say?
So you struggling?
Yeah. What draws together these 3 women from completely different walks of life is a magic gem. A quote, new magical story begins when they are mysteriously brought together by chance and embark on a journey.
I'm with it.
Interesting, I guess. Not for me. Sounds boring.
What it like a nice little what's the word? Coming of age story.
Oh my gosh.
That's
I think I feel about coming of age stories how you feel about me playing Sims. Just like why? Like you already came of age. Like what are you watching it again for?
What? Come on, you might find something out about yourself that you didn't even know.
Whatever I need to learn about myself, I can learn from action.
Oh my gosh.
And Law and Order.
Action and Law and Order.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Next we have the Bem Become Human movie. There wasn't a description for this. I don't even know how many people watched Bem last year. Okay, I feel like I was the only one that was watching it. Bem was actually a decent series. I don't think it was bad. It wasn't phenomenal. But the movie, I'm interested in the movie. I think I'll end up watching it. The movie could really change my full opinion on the anime. So we'll see what happens.
Hopefully that's good.
Hopefully.
So the next one is called Pupel of Chimney Town. There is a town surrounded by a wall that stands 4,000 meters tall. Because the town is full of chimneys, the air is always full of smoke. No one in the town knows what the sky looks like. On one night of the town's Halloween festival, a delivery man accidentally drops the heart he is supposed to deliver. He cannot find the heart in the smoke and gives up. The heart continues to beat where it fell in the town of chimneys. That sounds so interesting.
That is a Halloween movie.
That is boring. I'm bored. Bored.
What?
Just throw the heart in the garbage can and let's keep it pushing.
What? It gives me, what's that Christmas and Halloween movie? What's it with the skeleton?
Oh my goodness! Nightmare Before Christmas.
Night Before Christmas. That's what the vibes it gives me.
I actually wanted to watch that today. It's October 1st, but I'm tired now. It's over. It's a wrap.
But come on now, that's plus if you have the animation, this what the art style looks really fucking unique.
Really,
it's being animated by Studio 4 Degrees Celsius, who I have more faith in than most people. So more faith in than most people. So I am very, 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 very interested in this movie when it comes out. Maybe I'll watch it. And I'll tell you how good it is, and then you can watch it for the Halloween vibes. Come on now. This man drops a heart. And it's actually based off a kid's story, apparently, I think. Based off a storybook or something like that. A picture book or something.
Interesting.
So, come on now. Just saying. The only other two movies, one movie. Only other movie we're kind of looking forward to is called Yes, No, or Maybe. It's a boys love movie. So if you're interested in that, then you can definitely go check that out. And that is really that's all the new anime for this season that we're kind of paying attention to. There's some other ones spotted here and there, but these I think are going to be, either the bangers or the disappointments for this season. So again, if you want to check out what we talked about, because we kind of went a little fast, then just rewind. We're always here for you. I hope my voice is comforting.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, Aaron, did you hear that?
What?
My computer just started freaking... Something is wrong with my computer. I don't know what's going on. It just played my music for like 5 seconds and it stops. I don't know where it even...
Oh, your computer's possessed.
Remember I told you why? It's 1, 2, 3 movies, y'all. Stay off it.
Oh, no. That's because you ain't renew your security. That's what you're wrong. But yeah, let's get into the news. First, we have video on Black representation was posted. A video on Black representation in anime posted by Guardian newspaper. Now, as a Black person, as a host of the Black Anime Podcast, we love that. We love that representation. And, basically what this is saying is it's an 8-minute video entitled Anime Gets Blackness Wrong. This is how the fans are fixing it. So the British newspaper, The Guardian, has posted the above 8-minute video. I'm looking at the article. And the video is produced and presented by Josh Toussaint Charles with comments from other Black fans, writers, and critics. On the video, Toussaint Charles says, I'm definitely not here to cancel anime, but as a Black fan, I am here to say enough with the racism. First half of the video is negative. It starts by citing racist depictions of Blackness in anime, including Mr. Popo. Even the name itself sounds racist. Like, how do you write that down?
Right.
You think, oh, this isn't racist.
Right.
And Dragon Ball Z, Blackluster, One Punch Man, and the Afro-Russian Simone Brezhnov in Durara. And Durara, I know some of y'all really love it. Garbage. Coffee, a female character modeled by the actress Pam Grier in the Mushroom Samba episode of Cowboy Bebop, is described as being unhealthily reductive, and Sister Crone in The Promised Neverland is said to lean on the minstrel look in American blackface media, huge lips, bulging eyes. I'm going to say this. I don't got a problem with Sister Crone. Y'all do. More broadly, the video claims Black representation in anime are influenced by the racist portrayals of Blackness in American media over the decades, for example, in American animation. This video also comments on anti-Black racism in anime fandom, including hateful comments against Black cosplayers. The discussion then moves on to positive comments, and it is claimed that many anime protagonists struggle against prejudicial treatment, such as Naruto. However, these heroes still persevere which can resonate with Black viewers, and that's the truth. That's why Black people love some Naruto. At the end, LaShawn Thomas, the Black creator of Cannon Busters, is cited as one of a small but growing number of Black people involved in the production of anime. You know, and it even says it, the American Anthology and Magazine Saturday AM, which we love. If you're not subbed to Saturday AM, go sub to them motherfuckers. And the American Art and Animation Studio, Nora Caesar. If you are not buying manga from Nora Caesar, you're missing the fuck out. Go buy it. And they're doing anime. And they also forgot one. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna say that name. God, what is wrong with me? I'll give me a second. We're gonna talk in a second. But I'm just happy that this is things that needs to be cited, because although I do love, and we love anime. The problem is it feels a lot of times that anime is not for us, and that's an issue there. You know what I mean? That's the heart of Black anime. That's one of the reasons why we're here. And what we turned into, because we want to change that outlook. You know what I mean? Black anime is just as much for us as it is for anybody else. And all those motherfuckers talking about, oh my gosh, anime is Japanese. It's not. Anime worldwide, motherfucker. And that's just how life. That's just life. That's
100%.
Life. And this isn't the 80s, the 90s. This isn't the time where we're getting anime off of VHSs. Like, this is streaming worldwide, and there are people over there who are Black. There are Black people in Japan making anime, working on these animated products. They deserve proper representation.
Yes. Hell yes.
But I digress. There is another animation studio that was founded by a Black man that's in Japan, and I can't remember it, and I'm so mad. Gosh, but they deserve the love too. I'm gonna tweet about it or something. Next, we have Twin Star Exorcist manga starts final arc. I know there's one person, my man Telly. I know you sad, bro. I know you sad. I don't know if you listen to this, but I know you sad, bro. If you're listening to this, tweet it, because I know you sad, bro.
God.
I know this nigga sad. I mean, he's happy but sad. He's probably happy. You know, you're happy that it's probably gonna have a good ending, but you're sad that it's ending. Next, we have Minecraft Steve. Minecraft Steve and Alex joined Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Game. Now, if you went onto Twitter, this is on Thursday, October 1st. You went on Twitter and you could not get on Twitter, or you could not do stuff. That's because, from what I've heard, so many people tweeted about this decision that it crashed Twitter.
Oh wow.
There's people who are mad. There's people who are happy. There's people who don't care. I think it's okay. I don't give a fuck. I mean,
it is what it is.
Like, I mean, it's Smash. Like, why y'all always like? And this is with anything. It's not about you. It's not about. It's not even about Sakurai.
Mm-hmm.
It's about the money, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
And they partner with Microsoft. And Minecraft is one of the most played games in history. One of the most bought games in history. You think they're gonna miss out on that bag?
Never.
That bag? Y'all fucking playing. Next we have Demon Slayer film gets IMAX screenings in Japan. Now I believe that's moving over to America too. I won't be seeing it in theaters, but it's IMAX. Yeah, so we're getting that in IMAX, which I mean it's gonna be beautiful. Especially if it's still foldable, I believe, animating it. It's going to be amazing. Can't wait. Next, we have search data reveals the top Netflix anime around the globe. So Netflix is notoriously quiet about the viewing stats behind its content. There are a few ways to get a bit better picture of what movies, television shows, and of course anime are the most popular, even without Netflix pulling back the curtain, though. So content marketing agency NeoMam Studios utilizes search engine Flixible and Google's keyword planner to find what Netflix original anime are the most popular across the globe. The stats are based solely on the last year, so this is 2019. The infographic below, click to enlarge, I don't know why I read that, gives an idea of what everyone is watching while hunkered down thanks to COVID-19. Oh yeah, so it's 2020 where we are now plus 2019. That list is crazy. Let's see if I can, I'm gonna click on it to enlarge. What is the most watched in the US? Oh, okay. So the most watched in the United States of America is Seven Deadly Sins. 450,000 searches for Seven Deadly Sins. Wow. And in Guatemala, Nicaragua, and El Salvador, it's Beastars. Some love. Right? Oh, relax. Beastars is fire. Blame is getting some love across but Seven Deadly Sins is definitely taking the cake. Hanging Ashura in a few places. Castlevania still getting some love. Interesting. This is very interesting. I'm with it though. They said a few interesting things they found out was let's see. Based on the NeoMam Studies research, the most searched anime worldwide is Seven Deadly Sins, ranking number 1 in 127 countries. Beastars in 35 countries, including Japan. And then Blame and Castlevania were also top picks, like I said. A few other fun insights. Oh my gosh, excuse me. A few other fun insights. Kengan Ashura won hearts in Africa's Angola and Mozambique, and was also the most searched in Yemen, Uzbekistan, and Dominican Republic, and Vietnam. Violet Evergarden ranked first in Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Libya, and Thailand. You know, a lot of propaganda, about Iraq, Saudi Arabia. They watching Violet Evergarden in Iraq.
So
I mean, they got taste out there, okay? They got taste. They got taste. Violet Evergarden's fire. Sturgill Simpson's Sound and Fury is represented on the islands of Tuvalu. Baki was the favorite in neighboring islands of Wallis and Futana. Them niggas throw hands. Ultraman was the hero to beat in Laos, Brunei, Indonesia, Malaysia, and Timor-Leste. And they had little questions on there. So, what do you think of the Seven Deadly Sins World Domination? Is there a Netflix original anime you think is underrated? No, they're all average. I'm kidding. A few of them are really good. Oh, actually, you know what? I lie. I do think of one, and I already forgot its name. It'll come back. It'll come back to me. Oh, Dorohedoro. Mad underrated. Life-size moving Gundam statues. Grand opening now slated for December 19th. Japan has all the best things. Lupin the Third, the first CG anime film screens in U.S. on October 18th and 21st. I am very much debating on going. I've been wanting to see this movie for so long. I like Lupin. I've been wanting to see this movie for so long.
What's that about?
It's about this guy who robs banks.
Oh,
It's like a big heist. It's like different movies and series, but it's basically all heist films and shit like that. It's actually really good. It's funny. The dub is good, and and they're bringing back the original dub cast for the movie. So I really want to see it. And the CG looks amazing. It's one of the few times I've actually liked CG anime. Next, we have Funimation details streaming services expansion to Mexico and Brazil in December. So if you're from Mexico, Brazil, and you're listening to us, you're going to get some Funimation soon. I know it's really hard because, I remember the whole thing when people were getting mad about the streaming, about illegal streaming and like that. And there's a lot of countries that don't have stream services. So how are they supposed to watch anime?
right.
They just going to do it illegally. That's just life. Next, we have Yakuza Like a Dragon game moves up to Western launch on November 10th. I think it is dropping on Xbox too, so you better play it on Xbox before PS4, I think, because PS5, because when they drop. So it should be interesting. Kodansha Comics to release the full Shaman King manga on Comixology on October 6th. So Shaman King, the new one, comes out next year. So if you want to catch up on it and read it, then go ahead and check it on Comixology. That's actually really good for availability, because if manga starts showing up on comic apps, come on now, changes the game. 8 people arrested on suspicion of selling fake Demon Slayer figures in Japan. That's funny. Violet Evergarden, the movie anime, earns 810 million yen in first 10 days because Violet Evergarden is a goat. It's Bryson, you wouldn't like it because it's slow, but that Joan touches your heart.
That's what Maddie said, my sister.
Maddie has so much taste.
She does. She does.
Sometimes she does. Other times I'll be like, yo, Maddie, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
Next, we have Capcom confirms Resident Evil Infinite Darkness Netflix CG miniseries. I tweeted about this. We saw it. I think it's funny. I said, we have reached the video game cutscene style of animation for anime, and it's hilarious. I think it'll be good though. I'm interested to see what they come up with for the story. I'm kind of tired of them bastardizing Resident Evil storylines though. Like the Resident Evil movies were cool and all, but they were literally nothing like the video games. So please just make it like the video games. Just once. You don't gotta do it all the time. Just once. And then lastly, the last news we have for today is the Promised Neverland manga. It gets a new one-shot. So the manga's over, but they're getting a one-shot. Don't know what it's about, but it's getting a one-shot. So for you Promised Neverland fans, you know what that means? Content, motherfucker.
Oh my god.
And that's all the news we have for today. Let's just zoom on down. Let's go. I don't know why I'm making noises today. What is up? What is up with me today, Braxton? Let's go ahead.
I'm just happy to be here.
I'm happy to be here. You're right. Let's go ahead and hit up last words. What you got?
Last words. Slice of life anime is boring as hell.
You're fucking wild.
That's all.
You're a fucking liar. Oh, okay. I remember the name of the animation studio, Black owned, The Art Shitaijo. They've done work on a lot of your favorite anime that's come out in the last few years. So, yes. For my last words, I don't have any slander. There's not really anything to slander out right now, but I will say this. Number one, take care of yourselves. COVID, you know what I mean? Y'all saw the debate. If you're an American, actually, no. Y'all saw the debate. Everybody saw the debate.
Y'all saw the debate.
You saw the debate. We in trouble, okay?
Oh,
all y'all people that's outside of America, we in trouble, okay?
Oh, my God.
Take care of yourselves. Take care of your mentals. Take care of your chicken, all that.
Your chicken, though? Why your chicken?
You didn't see that? You didn't see the press conference with the dude? Oh my gosh, I'm just forgetting names today. Oh my god, this is really bad.
That's fine. It's okay, everybody. Don't forget your chicken. Word up.
Marshawn, no, whatever. Anyway, but yeah, take care of your mentals, take care of your chicken. If you know, y'all know, if you want, football. It was a meme for a minute. Whatever. Making me feel fucking old.
Oh my god.
Also, keep your eyes on the Blxxk Anime website. We'll definitely drop some stuff soon. Actually, this episode is dropping on Saturday, so the stuff has already dropped. It's already dropped. I'm gonna drop it. So I'm gonna drop the episode, and then an hour after, I'm gonna drop it on the site, and then 30 minutes after, I'm gonna put it on Twitter and Instagram. So if you listen to the pod, you might get a first taste.
Oh my god! Not.
You know what I mean? Delicioso.
Oh Lord have mercy. On that note, everybody, let me do y'all a favor and get this man away from the mic.
On that note, yeah, check if you're interested in the Blxxk Anime content that we dropped, or Bejeweled by Bejeweled by Braxton.
Lord have mercy.
Bejeweled by Braxton clips. I was like, I'm drunk. Bejeweled by Braxton clips, Blxxk Anime clips, which they look amazing. They look really good. Get them for yourself. Get them for yourself. Get them for your little sister or your little brother.
Get them for your cousins. Get them for your
cousins. You know what I mean? They in the anime. If not, you know what I mean? Get it for them. They might like it.
Right.
And remember, shirts are limited.
Oh my gosh, the clips are only $4, y'all. I'm just saying.
We only selling so many shirts this month, and then you got to wait till next month when we restock. So get your order in early. I'm giving y'all like a 30-minute head start.
Oh my god.
So if you listen to the episode, you got a head start.
Hey.
But yeah, thank y'all for listening. Love y'all. See y'all next week.
Bye.
Peace. Did I do good? I was all right?
Yeah.
Also, some of this cognac the whole time, so I was just making sure.
You're such a liar. But you were doing good. You were doing fine. I was also mush mouth, and I was getting nervous.
What's good, everybody? It's your co-host, Bo, aka the Manga Mogul, aka the man who reads 1,000 things. I'm just here to thank you guys for listening to the episode of the Black Anime Podcast. If you want to join in the discussion with myself and the other co-hosts, connect with us on Twitter and Instagram at Blxxk Anime. Again, that's at Blxxk Anime. I also wanted to remind you guys to check out our Patreon. The link will be in our description below. Depending on the tier that you guys subscribe to, you guys will gain access to exclusive podcasts with our monthly guests, link to join our Discord server with other listeners and us as the Black Anime host, and you also guys get discounts on future Black Anime merch. So it's a pretty cool deal. Again, thank you guys for listening to the episode, and don't forget to look out for our next episode.